Yo, Evil Brimstick channel. I talk about movies, horror shit, Star Wars shit. Taika Waititi has been making a Star Wars film for a while now. He's the only director known to be making an actual legit Star Wars film, because there was a while where Kathleen Kennedy was going absolutely insane, high on something, and Lucasfilm, and they just kept announcing a new director was making a Star Wars film every week. Before The Last Jedi even came out, Rian Johnson was making a whole Star Wars trilogy. Patty Jenkins was making a Star Wars trilogy because Wonder Woman made a lot of money. I don't think any of those people are making actual Star Wars movies, but it seems Taika Waititi is actually making a Star Wars film. They just had Star Wars Celebration, and he was the only person that they even mentioned in the realm of movies, like, yeah, Taika Waititi's making a Star Wars film. Other than that, they only talked about their shitty TV shows, and Jedi Fallen Order 2 that's coming out that I'm pretty excited about. Taika Waititi talking about his new Star Wars movie coming out and what it's about, because we don't know what it's about. He said the following. He said, "Look, I think for the Star Wars universe to expand, it has to expand. I don't think that I'm any use in the Star Wars universe making a film where everyone's like, oh great, well that's the blueprints to the Millennium Falcon, and that's Chewbacca's grandmother. That all stands alone. I would like to take something new and create some new characters and just expand the world. Otherwise, it feels like a very small story." Which I love what Taika Waititi's saying. For some reason, especially ever since Disney bought Star Wars, they're trying to show you so much of what you know. They're like, look at this nostalgia shit we're gonna cram down your throats. Tatooine, Tatooine, Tatooine. Everyone's a Skywalker even if they're not a Skywalker. Tatooine, Skywalkers, Obi-Wan, Boba Fett, they're just showing you old stuff. They're not doing any creative new stuff. Even when they made new stuff with new characters, they were copies of old characters. Rey was a copy of Luke and Anakin. She was from an orphan from a desert planet, but instead of Tatooine, it was called Jakku. And Poe was a copy of Han Solo, and Kylo Ren was a copy of Vader, and Snoke was a copy of Palpatine, and the First Order was the Empire, and the Resistance was the Rebellion. So even when they're bringing us new stuff, Starkiller Base to Death Star, it's the same old shit, they just slapped a new name on it. Taika Waititi says he's actually going to be bringing us new stuff, maybe from a new time. Hardcore Star Wars fans, the first thing they go to is, oh, is this going to be about the Old Republic? I think we would all love it to be about the Old Republic. We all love Knights of the Old Republic 1 and especially Knights of the Old Republic 2, but they're never going to give us what we want. They're just not. So if what you want is Knights of the Old Republic, just assume that's the last thing they're considering is Knights of the Old Republic. It's probably going to be something new. I'm sure they want to stick to the timeline of the First Order and the Resistance and all that stupid shit. So they're probably going to bring us new characters in that timeline. I hope they let Taika Waititi just bring his full creativity to it. I don't love the choice of Taika Waititi making a Star Wars film. I think a big problem with the sequel trilogy is that they tried too hard to copy the Marvel films, and they were essentially Marvelized Star Wars movies with the constant jokes and the quips, and everybody in the movie is a comedian and nothing is taken seriously because everything is jokes and quips. And even the way the action scenes looked in that sequel trilogy, it just felt like I was watching a Marvel movie. It didn't feel like Star Wars. And now they're getting a Marvel director who his Marvel film he made and the new one coming out look like they're very, very, very comedy driven, very full of jokes. I don't like comedies. I don't like jokes. I like serious, depressing, bleak, bland shit. And I want that in Star Wars. It doesn't have to be too much, but like, I like the stuff like Empire Strikes Back. I like the stuff like Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One. I like darker, more serious Star Wars. It can have jokes. Empire Strikes Back is a hilarious movie. I could watch that movie and crack up. Return of the Jedi. There's a lot of funny moments in Return of the Jedi, but not every single character in the film is a comedian, like the new Disney era, like the sequel trilogy. So I'm excited that Taika Waititi is saying he's going to have original characters and original story, because he doesn't want to keep doing the same old Skywalkers on Tatooine over and over and over again that every other person at Lucasfilm wants to do. I like that he wants to do something original. I hope it's not a comedy film, because that's what I would guess it would be from Taika Waititi. I think he's a really good director, and I think he's only made good movies. I don't think he's made a single bad movie, so I think he's a good choice for Star Wars. But, I mean, I don't have that much hope that I'm gonna love it personally. I'm sure people will love it. People love Thor Ragnarok. People are very excited about Thor Love and Thunder. I just don't think for the style of film I like and the style of like Star Wars movie that I would like to see, I don't think I'm gonna love it. But I think it might at least be a good Star Wars movie for the majority of people, which is always a good thing, I guess. Let me know if you're excited for Taika Waititi making a Star Wars movie, and if you want it to be an original movie or you want him to stay in the Skywalker verse. I make hand-painted horror hats, etsy.com/shop/evilbroomstick. Here's a Ghostface hat. I have Friday the 13th hat, Xenomorph hats, Babadook hats, lots of stuff. Etsy.com/shop/evilbroomstick. I'm doing a sale, 15% off everything for the month of June. Thanks for watching. Peace.